Hey guys, we're back. Thank y'all for joining. We have some topics to run through. This is a quick pop in, so I hope you guys are ready for this tea. All right, I ain't gonna hold you guys long because I know a lot of you guys worked really hard today, like myself. So you're ready to get into your good little bed and get your rest in. And I'm not gonna hold you too long. All right, but we do have some news that I absolutely know you can use. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the show. Thank you to my top flight moms being in the building. Rose Olmstead, Sweet Essence, I see you. I see some people are in the bushes. Please don't forget to tap on that like button to support the video. All right. Kim Naughton, thanks for being here, love. Thank you. I see you. I see you. All right. You guys, pardon me not being on camera tonight. Okay. Because your girl is already in pajamas. All right. Valerie Rayleigh, hi. C. Lewis is in the building. All right. Grandma 504 Wild and Out. Mia MJ, hey. Hey, Nikki B. Hey, Cassandra D. Hi. All right, let's jump in. And hello to everyone else. Joyce Jones, hi. All right, you guys know when you come over here, we're going to have the good tea. All right. We're going to have tea, receipts, all that. Hey, Squash. Hey, Sandra Smith. Hey, let's jump in. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Gail West, hey, Ronnie, hi. Thanks for joining. Let's jump on in. All right. First topic. We got to get this out the way. This person passed away a few months ago. I'm still in disbelief that this person is no longer with us. None other than the one and only Angie Stone, honey. My sunshine has gone, and I'm all cried out, honey. And there's no more rain in this cloud. I am still beside myself about this woman not being with us anymore. But there is an update on her passing. There's a lawsuit that was filed by her family. The family of Angie Stone filed a lawsuit against the truck company following the fatal accident. Y'all know it was a truck that hit her Sprinter van that ultimately caused the demise of our one and only Angie Stone. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into that so we can update everybody on that. Now, the family of Angie Stone has filed a lawsuit seeking damages against the trucking company, rather, the truck manufacturer, and others following a fatal accident that led to her passing. Now, according to the lawsuit filed on Tuesday, the driver allegedly lost control of the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, seating Stone, her bandmates, and her entourage. When the driver tried to steer it back onto the highway, it flipped over, with Stone ultimately passing away from the accident. Okay. Now, this says that the suit stated that Stone and the other passengers in the van survived in the initial accident. Passersby stopped to help 5 of the 9 people aboard crawl out of the vehicle. However, while Stone was still trying to escape, she suffered the impact of an 18-wheeler that crashed into the van. Now, it says that the impact reportedly ejected Stone and left her underneath the van. Wow, says that where she ultimately died. Now, says that the lawsuit alleges that the truck's collision avoidance system was defective and failed to recognize the stationary van in one lane of the interstate. My Lord. It says that it also claims that the truck driver was listening to music through headphones, was inattentive, and did not brake before colliding with the van at nearly 70 miles per hour. So that was a very, very bad accident. You guys remember I shared it here. I shared the pictures. Thinking back now, probably shouldn't have because, I don't know. I guess it was the moment. I was trying to get you guys the tea. I didn't even think about how that might have felt for their family or felt for their family. Some family members hadn't even heard about it yet. But y'all know when news hit the press, child, and you want to kind of get that out there, and pictures and everything was released, videos. I did share those things. Looking back in retrospect, it might have been a little too soon to do so, but the family seems to be healing and they are now moving forward with this lawsuit. Now, of course, this is, I think, the very first time that we've actually heard very close details in terms of what really, really happened. We just heard that there was an accident. We did not get the logistics of said accident like we just got from, shout out to the Shade Room. All right. This is very sad. So prayers to the family. Prayers to the family. This is the actual lawsuit in the state court of Gwinnett County, state of Georgia. You guys can see it was filed clerk of court on 9/2/2025 at 1 p.m. by Tiana Garner, which is the clerk, Diamond Stone, and Michael D'Angelo Archer, which is her son. Surviving children of Angela Laverne, Angie Stone, deceased, and Michael D'Angelo Archer as administrator of the estate of Angela Laverne Stone, deceased, and Sheila Hopkins individually. Plaintiffs versus And then it has down here, you guys can see jury trial demanded. So they want a jury trial for this particular accident that their mother and loved one was involved in. For you, if you guys want to read it in its entirety, you can, because it gives, it goes into detail for the actual lawsuit. Shout out to the Shade Room for uploading this. Okay. Yeah. Y'all can go and read it at your leisure. It gives all the intricate details of that. I will not hold the video up to do that, okay? But you guys go on over to Shade Room. It's right there, all right? Thank you guys for that. All right, so let's move along. Rickey Smiley gets turned up. Y'all know he's very passionate about fatherhood. You guys remember I shared with you yesterday and a little bit today, Brittany Renner from Basketball Wives, where she had this blow up with her child's father, PJ Washington, who is an NBA player, where they were exchanging their son, and the child became very fussy and was pulling away like he did not want to go with his father. Brittany started turning up, getting loud. She even had a physical fight, I'm hearing, with PJ's wife after a screaming match back and forth, okay? So Rickey Smiley, he kind of responded to this, because y'all know it was all over the internet. He responded to this, and he has some things to say. Let's go ahead and get into it. It said that Rickey Smiley calls Brittany Renner's altercation with PJ Washington absolutely disgusting. He said that is the definition of a baby mama.
Don't get
mama, honey. Let's get into what he had to say, because he went off.
To choose whether he goes or not. That man is obviously a good dad, obviously doing well for himself or whatever, and you turning fatherhood, trying to make fatherhood a bad experience for him because it's all about you. What a narcissist. And I don't give a damn who get mad. Men are tired of being put up with that shit. Do what's in the best interest of the child. Do the right thing.
Damn.
Take the child out to the car and tell the child, why won't you comfort the child and say, hey, it's okay. We're going with daddy. You're going to have a great time. I'll see you when you get back. You'll be fine. Or just close the door if you can't take him crying. Okay? He ain't crying blood. Blood ain't running out of his eyes. So what he crying? The more they cry, the less they piss. Let him cry. But let him go be with his dad. So, you know what I'm saying? So he can toughen up. Because you damn sure can't teach him how to be a man. And women like that is absolutely disgusting. Not saying that she is disgusting, but her act and the way she don't get to choose whether he goes, and the way she behaved in the exchange of the child is absolutely disgusting. And a lot of men decide that they don't want to put up with that shit, and they just say, hey, I'll just see the child when they get 18. And then when they turn 16, and you and your mama babied the child to death, and now the child's 16 and becomes entitled, soft, and don't have no spine or whatever, because he ain't been around no man or whatever. Yeah, you need to go with your daddy. You need to go with your daddy. Hey, come get him. I can't do nothing with him. That's what's going to happen. And the way she behaved in the exchange of the child is out.
What happened?
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You give him his bag and stuff? That's terrible.
Again, we covered this. I want to say I talked about it twice, and each time I still stand on what I said. I feel like Brittany was doing a lot. I feel like if the baby was already fussing, to hear his mother, who he looks to for comfort, screaming and hollering at the father, it only kind of escalated his uncomfortability of being in that situation already. And then for the wife to jump in and start screaming and hollering in the presence of the child was too much for the father to kind. Everybody was kind of turned up a little bit, except the mother, okay, except her mother. But she kind of had words exchanged as well. It was a lot. Y'all know children pick up on when there's tension between adults, especially the adults that they love. Children just love. They don't really want to be in a position where they have to choose. I kind of sort of low-key agree with Rickey in a lot of what he said. But at the end of the day, people going to raise their kids how they want to. I feel like Brittany was kind of looking for an issue. I'm going to record every time you do. Well, I mean, did he bring the child back with bruises? Was there something that caught your eye that made you feel like he was mistreating the child? I don't know. And I know I said initially that maybe, the way kids act that way, sometimes pull away and they don't want to be with said person. It could be something that could be a red flag that should be looked into. But I don't know. I don't know now. I think I've watched this video enough times to say, okay, Brittany, you might have did too much, baby. You might have did a little bit too much. But let's continue.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here,
He is going off.
and it's what, hey, it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe
Wow.
I would. Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would,
Pussy
bitch.
ass. What the fuck you looking at?
That's on my way.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000.
Child, I can't take it no more. All right, that's a lot. You talk like that in front of your child too? Like, girl, then you wonder where these kids pick up this language from. You know she be talking reckless in front of her baby. If you said that in front of your child, girl, grow up. Grow up. Now that I disagree with. I really disagree with that part of it. But shout out to Rickey for giving his take on how he felt about this situation. Okay, and there are some baby mamas out there that do make it hard for fathers who kind of do want to step up, but in this situation, he was also disrespectful as well. So I got to put it on everybody involved in this video. Daddy, you were wrong. Brittany Renner, you were definitely wrong. Wife, you were wrong for jumping in and putting your 2 cents because you had nothing to do with this. You should have sat your ass back and shut up. That's what you should have done. I'm moving right along. All right, so Martell Holt has hit Urban Bell now. We got to get into that, and then I got to show you guys something that also came across my desk. All right, let's go ahead and get into what Urban Bell had to say about Martell, honey. They on his ass. When I tell you, they are on his ass, and I love it. Okay, I absolutely love it. So let's get into. I be so sick of these damn ads on Urban Bell. All right, so Martell Holt's appeal falls flat in domestic violence case. Let's get into it. That's him looking crazy per usual. All right, let's read into what they're having to say here. Martell Holt's quest to appeal his DV sentence failed, which we already know the outcome, but let's get into what they're saying to see if we can find out anything that we did not know. All right, so Love and Marriage Huntsville star, I use that loosely. Martell Holt's quest to appeal failed this summer as his DV sentence was upheld. Now, as previously reported by Urban Bell, shout out to them, Martell was convicted in Huntsville Municipal Court on May 2nd of 2024 of DV in the 3rd degree, harassing communications against Melody Rogers. Said that he was sentenced to 30-day suspended jail sentence and placed on 12 months of monitored probation. Holt was also ordered to pay a $500 fine, court costs, and complete DV intervention programs. I wonder if he did that. A no contact provision was also issued restricting Holt's contact with Rogers. I hear she's put out another no contact order as well after that situation at court most recently. So it says that Martell appealed the conviction, sending the case to Madison County Circuit Court for a new hearing. On August 18th of 2025, Holt entered a guilty plea once again. It said that the judge accepted the plea and issued a new sentencing order. The latest sentence is very similar to his original sentence in 2024. Holt's jail time was suspended so long as he complied with probation, and he was required to pay all court costs. It says that the order needs to pay these financial obligations in full within 60 days. Failure to do so will result in an additional 30% collection fee, which we know he don't have. Okay. Continuing on, the conviction could impact Holt's custody case. Now, the circuit court sentencing order replaces the municipal court's 2024 sentence and concludes Holt's appeal. The conviction stands, and Holt is formally adjudicated guilty of DV, harassing communications. Hey, darling Mungum, thanks for being here. The outcome could also affect Holt's ongoing custody case with Rogers. Urban Bell previously reported in June of 2024 at a Madison County judge issued a scathing order against Martell, said that he was ordered to pay a $7,000 or ordered to pay $7,000 in attorney's fees and warned that his visitation could be suspended if he failed to comply. Then in October of 2024, Urban Bell reported that Melody scored another victory in court when the judge rejected much of Martell's counterclaim and once again sided with her. Now, the custody case is scheduled for trial. Y'all know with trial, there's a lot of testimonies given. So with Martell acting a fool at this last court appearance for the DV situation, they got to go back to court October 15th of 2025. So Melody may get a good one up because she has video evidence of Martell openly threatening her, as well as Ariane showing up to her court case, well, with him rather, taunting her and also making, disrespectful remarks towards her as well. So Melody may be able to tie both of those situations in and also testify to that in court coming up October the 15th and show her receipts and videos and everything that she's and I might send her some shit too, because y'all know I got a bunch of stuff. So that she can show the judge that this is a situation that's ongoing and show also where he said this is not over, meaning he has no plans to stop. So is this a person who is mentally capable of having custody for his kids when he obviously has issues within himself where he cannot focus on being a better person so that he can be a father to his children? Because it seems that he is very much so fixated on destroying the mother of his children. Okay, I'll read it again. The custody case is scheduled for trial. I love this, honey. Trial, you get to say a whole lot. You get to, oh, Lord, hallelujah. It says October 15th of 2025. Now, Holt's new conviction could weigh heavily as Alabama courts typically consider DV convictions in custodies and visitation rulings. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing because he pled guilty for the DV or for the harassing communications DV. So what's going to happen here is he could lose his custody and or visitation in this next case coming up October 15th because he showed his ass after right there in the courthouse parking lot. Yeah, courthouse parking lot. Y'all saw it on the video. And there was also a witness there as well. Okay. Shout out to Hannah Grace because she was there. She was there. She was heard in the video. Also, Melody's security guard, Jason, was there. So there are witnesses there to this alleged situation. Also, they can pull courthouse video to show how he drove around one time. And as Melody was walking out, he drove back around again and stopped and was seen poking his head out of the window, hurling insults towards her. That's on video. Y'all know there's all types of video surveillance at courthouses. So if you think, and that's the dumbest shit ever, knowing you got another case coming up that you may or may not be able to see your kids or have any type of visitation because you were just convicted. What is wrong with him? It's kind of like God is kind of working this thing out a little bit if you look at it, okay? I'm kind of low-key happy that he did the shit he did because this could be a one-up for Melody, and if she gets full custody of those children, she can finally move the fuck out of Huntsville, Alabama, and live her best life and not have to worry about running into Martell Holt. He's out here. He has not done the psychological evaluation, which was ordered for him to do by the time of the custody case, I think it was. So we're going to see what happens. Unless he do it right up until then. But then again, Melody could argue that he still had no intentions of doing it until last minute. So I feel like she has, I think she has Martell by the balls. And I think he knows that. Let's not forget, he's still taunting her and harassing her by posting things about her and encouraging people not to support her business, the business that supports his own children and put food into their mouth because he's unable to do so. We talked about that. So Martell made a post today on his stories taunting Melody Sheree. So that is something, since this is going to be a jury trial, honey, a trial. Y'all hear that? A trial, honey, is going to be happening on the 15th of October. Let me write this down because, baby, I don't want to miss this. Now I'm going to add this on my whole damn calendar because, baby, If I gotta pull the damn court documents myself, bitch, we gonna find out what happened in that damn trial. Do you hear me? Because I'm gonna cover that. And I'm gonna give you guys every single solitary piece of information. Let me write this shit down. Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't want to miss this. This is coming up. Y'all know Diddy trial is gonna be the Diddy trial. Then we gotta spin the block on Mel and Martell, okay? Child, because Diddy is October 3rd and Mel and Martell is October 15th, okay? Let me put that down, child, so I don't forget. Because baby, we're gonna spin the block on that. What y'all think about it? What do y'all think about it? This person said he's such a loser. I agree, okay? I agree. So hallelujah, and thank you, Urban Bell, for breaking that down for us. What y'all think? I think Mel got this in the bag. All right. Yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So let's get into this. Is the last topic. Okay. We actually don't need a jam session because we only have one more topic. But thank you, mods, for bringing that to my attention. Okay. This is a quick pop in. And y'all know for pop-ins, I don't be here long. That's why we call them pop-ins. Let's get on into it, honey. That DV case is going to put her where she needs to be. And I'm speaking it into existence right now that Melody Sheree will get full custody of her children and move out of Huntsville. That's what she's always wanted to do. Y'all remember she broke down? She broke down behind the scenes at, I think it was the reunion. And she said that she wants to move out of Huntsville. She hates it there because she keeps having to run into Ariana and Martell and they keep doing stuff. And it's just like a never-ending saga. This woman been dealing with this for 6 years. So I'm praying to God that this trial worked out in her favor so she can get her children. Because y'all know she has several properties, honey. She got a place in Atlanta as well as in LA. So hey, she has options. She has options. Let them have that stupid ass show. It ain't doing shit anyway. She got bigger and better things lined up for herself. All right. So let's go ahead and pray, honey. Let's go ahead and pray. Everybody type it in the chat, honey, in the name of Jesus. All right. We're gonna touch and agree on that thing. Yes, Lord. Everybody type in the chat. Let's light the chat up right now. In the name of Jesus. Let's type it. All right, while I pull this next topic up. Let's type it, honey. Because we are praying that Melody Sheree win this thing, honey. Yes, God. In the name, honey. Woo. All right. There we go, honey. Y'all put it in there. Let's go ahead and call that thing out, baby. I want her to get them kids and get out of Huntsville. Get out of Huntsville. That's the goal. She's been wanting to do that for years now. For several seasons back, she said it. She cried about it. She's miserable in Huntsville. She's miserable. She can finally live her life and get her kids out of that mess. They ain't got to be around Ariana no more. They ain't got to deal with all the mess of Martell, giving them corporal punishment, kicking them, pulling them, twisting them, all that. We read about that this morning. So, yes, honey, we're going to speak that into existence for Melody Sheree because she deserves some peace. All right. Yes, God. Let's move on. These are the text messages that Melody Sheree has released from Martell. See, he ain't done. All right. So she said, like I said, ain't no more covering. Said that you're going to leave me alone. So this is Martell. Obviously, he can't say it ain't him. Verified that's him, honey. Typing to her. This is him. All right. In purple. And I read as follows. He says, I'm getting my kids today and they will be with me this week. I'm not taking them to a party. And then he put in parentheses or quotations rather. I did agree at one time, but you got slick with your mouth yet again. I told you no, you take them. So here's a problem. Okay, you can't promise your children something and then because you get mad at their mama, then you disappoint them. That's another issue. This is why your kids don't want to come up over there because you always keeping up some bullshit, Martell. Now, if you promise to take them to a party, you know how kids are. That is on their mind all day and all night until they go to said party. So when you disappoint your kids because you try to prove a point to their mother, that's irresponsible parenting. Okay, right. Let's continue. He goes on to say, the way both you and your mama trying me today with y'all slick words and trying to mentally manipulate is really horrible. Then, he put an exclamation like he yelling. Don't punch a woman ever, but trying to make me feel bad for walking the hell out of the door. Oh, keep that. Hold on. Is that her or him? Oh, no, that's Melody. That's Melody in the purple. I'm sorry. I thought it was Martell. All right. So it says, but trying to make me feel bad for walking the hell out the door. Keep that. Okay. So Martell responds by saying, what? Probably because you've been leaving for 11 years. I'm sorry for that punch. Good God. Because didn't he say he didn't punch her? Didn't he say he would punch her? He said that, did he not? He's apologizing to her for punching her. Do y'all see? Take that to court too, Mel. Another receipt. Another receipt. He said he did not punch her. And I'm going to pull it up here in a minute. Because she said he punched her. And he came back and said he did not punch her. But the motherfucker just sat here and apologized to her for punching her. He says, what? Probably because you've been leaving for 11 years. I'm sorry for that. And then he put in quotation, punch. So Melody responds by saying, like I said, keep that. Keep the attempt to paint me as a horrible person and mother. No more. You have no more right here over my mind. Stay away from me and leave me the hell alone. Oh, Lord. Child, what the hell? All right, let's get into the next one. So she says, screen recorded this today straight from my DM, but watch the pick-me still play dumb. Says, well, go play in traffic somewhere. Search the word and found it all. And that's why the word is highlighted. Okay. Says, so far gone. All right. So Martell responds by saying, I've been saying that for a while, but all of that goes out the window when you're yelling in my face, calling me bitches, punching me and slapping me like I ain't no grown man. Say, hey, okay, whatever. So Melody responds by saying in purple, let me see Friday night. Let me see Friday night. I did all of that to you. Said that, woo, if so, I guess I deserve to be punched in your mind. Okay, huh? Said that, yeah, said, yeah, just like an abuser. Oh, and like you slapped me last week when once again you put your hands on me first. Said, yeah, same thing, but what the hell ever. So not only has he punched her, but according to Melody in this particular text message thread, he also slapped her. So yeah, that's some DV for your ass right there, Martell. What you slapping her for? Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Because baby, them pick-me's love to jump in the comments. Oh, this is just too much. She's just as bad as him. Oh my God. And I pulled up some of the comments too, and I may pull them up here and we may look at them here in a second. All right, so let's see. Let's see what she's saying here. It says, filled up with SAB orders, I've been able to stay on my grind and do what I love in spite of it all. Okay, so great. Let me go back and see. Was there something that was playing? Okay, no, it wasn't. What y'all think about this? So not only has Melody talked about Martell punching her, but also he slapped her too, y'all. This shit here is crazy. All right, so let's go back and make sure we didn't miss anything. See, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know what that was. All right, so let's see. No longer available. Well, we already saw that. We saw that. But this is something she added to her stories. So, oh, my Lord. Y'all see this? Child, she said, like I said, ain't no more cover. So she's saying, hey, I'm not sitting back anymore and allowing you to play in my face. All right, so let's pull up what Martell says in reference to the punch because he responded to that. Let's pull up his stories. I hope he ain't take it down. The motherfucker did. But lucky for me, because I think I screenshotted it. Look at the Lord. Because what you not gonna never do. We knew he took that shit down. Y'all, that's Martell is the post and delete queen. But Caramel is the screenshot queen too, baby. You can take that shit down all you want. Hold on. Because baby, I got it. Yes, we do. Give me a chance to load it right on up there for ya. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Well, let me put that one up there too. Something told me to screenshot that shit because I said, oh, yeah, baby. What if he take that shit down? And sure enough, he done cleared that damn stories. Since Mel started dropping the receipts. He like, let me take that shit down. Well, you can take it down, but I'm about to put that shit back up. Give me 1 second. Look at the Lord using me. Woo, Lord. Look at the Lord using me. All right, hold on. Let me upload it. Y'all, they gonna get enough of playing with me when it comes to these damn receipts, baby. Ooh, and it came right on up. Hallelujah. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm about to make a liar out of you, Martell. Because your girl screenshotted it. Yes, where that? Teach you about posting and deleting. Yes, we will. All right. Let me get on back to my screen so we can put these, my boy, my boy. Let's talk about my boy, my boy. All right, let's get him up here. Because, baby, all right. Let's put the first one where he say he ain't punch her. That one got to go up first, okay? All right. Mr. Post and delete. All right, so here it is, y'all. Y'all can see that's Martell. Check mark means he's verified. That's him. Melody said that she was punched. She says, I never punched you. You continue to lie. Y'all know it's his favorite thing to do. You a lie. That's all he was saying on the show when he would act out. So he says, I never punched you. You continue to lie. If you need to get back on Love and Marriage Huntsville, just say that like he got some pull. You barely on there. Said missing these checks while taking care of your married boyfriend and security and his wife. He real pressed about Jason, ain't he? I think Martell sees the man in Jason that he wants to be. So he gonna always bring up Jason every chance he gets. But the motherfucker just sat here and lied and said, I never punched you. But then why she showed a receipt, text message from your ass saying, I'm sorry for punching you. Did we just see that? Martell, my boy, my lying ass boy. All right, let's get on to the next receipt time. Let's talk about these damn receipts. Child, the person who has always been the abuser is no longer on my show. Hashtag Love Marriage Huntsville. Your show? Oh, okay. On your show. Okay. Now, there's a difference between quitting and being fired, Martell. Okay. I'm going to say it again. There's a difference between quitting and being fired. Melody quit the show. That means she had other options. That means she had other checks to be getting. All right. Yeah. We worry about getting some more scenes on there so you can pay your bill and finally fill your tank up in your truck, because we know you putting $5 every time you crank that bitch up with your broke ass. All right, let's continue. We ain't done, child. Let's put all his receipts back up here just so we can keep them highlighted. Since he want to be out here lying. I don't care what a person says to you. Never put your hands on them nor cause them harm. The same could be said about you, because did you not punch and slap her? Oh, okay. Says that black people, now you the spokesperson for black people. Black people, stop supporting women abusing men. Let's flip it. Black people, stop supporting men that abuse women. Okay? Stop supporting her business. Why? So your children can't eat and have school clothes and go on vacation? Ain't that something? It supports DV. Really? So who was supporting DV when they were buying that incest wine that ain't no more on the shelf? That ain't in business no more. The Alkalolo is what you wrote because your ass can't spell. Talking about some damn Alkalolo. All right, let's continue. All right, what was this? This is like another one. Let's see. That's him, child. Okay, so this is what somebody was saying. It was wrong for Carlos to have Melody up here throwing a glass at him. Pick me, typical pick me behavior. All right, let's take that one down. Typical pick me bullshit. Them pick me's gonna always hop their asses in the comments and make a fool out of themselves for a nigga that they ain't gonna never see and don't give a damn about them. Okay, Martell has been fighting for his life. Oh, that's the same one. Why I do that twice? I don't know. All right, so let's pull up the one with Tasha K where he was having a conversation with her. I said this morning, I feel like he might be gearing up to do maybe another interview with Tasha K, you guys. And if he does that, and I hope he does it before the actual trial coming up on the 15th of October. If he does that, that would be great. Another great receipt, something else that Melody can take into court and say, hey, you see this? Okay. All right, so so obviously there was a conversation between he and Tasha K. All right. Let me put it up on my phone because it's kind of small on the screen. But you guys see, let's go ahead and put it up. Let me take this down. Ronnie's like, why am I up on the screen? Okay, so it says, Laughing my A off. This is him talking to Tasha K. Martell says anything to sell those products. Talking about Melody on her live, exposing him. He goes on to say, if I would have did any of those things, I'd be under the jail. So if you would have slapped her, if you would have punched her, you'd be under the jail. No, you're not, because I feel like you got some pull in the damn system up in there because you work with most of the people who are making decisions in court and in the jail. Okay, we already know that. Okay. Now, it said that she's mad because I only had to pay a $300 fine. Why would she care? It's not coming out of her pocket. We already said that, okay? She don't give a damn about that. Said that she wore her Sunday's best thinking that I was going to jail over a weak-ass text message. It wasn't that weak because you were found guilty of the shit. So, all right. Next, it says that you saw who the abuser was with all those videos I shared with you. So now it's the deflection where you're trying to make it seem like, okay, yeah, Destiny's fan page, okay? Because the wildebeest over there posted it up over there talking about Martell is cutting up. I agree with him. That's another pick me too. And I got to go ahead and say it. Okay. I got to go ahead and say it. That distressed ass wildebeest, and I hope she see this shit too, because baby, you need to sit down. It's giving you a clout chasing as well. Peggy, go ahead and call your name. Because you got to call Satan by his name so he'll know to stop playing. All right. As a woman, as someone who teach children and are around children, how is it that you are applauding a DVer who was already found guilty of DVing? How do you apply said behavior and say you agree with him? You need to turn in your badge. I'm saying right here on my channel, turn your badge in. The hell? All right, but what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? He tried so hard to make everybody believe that Melody Sheree, and then there you are, a whole damn text thread of your ass apologizing for being a DVR, slapping people and punching them. You already done used a back scratch and drew blood from your son. I already read to you how he was doing his children, punching, kicking, hitting, slapping, and all that shit. But anyway, that's it. I told you guys this was a pop in. Let's go ahead and keep it short and sweet. So let me go back. Hold on. Damn. All right, hold on. On the screen there, Lord. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, child. All right, so let's take that down. Yeah, boy. Yeah, on Destiny's fan page, they on that type of time, child. They are on that type of time. But I'll put it back up before we get out of here. And as a matter of fact, I'll leave it up so you guys can actually see it, okay? I will put it back up there so y'all can see it in its entirety. Where Melody has put those damn receipts up there, where he has sat up here, honey, and apologized to her for punching her. All right. So let's get on up. Can y'all see? Did it not come up? Hold up. Stop screen. Okay, hold up. Why it ain't showing? Let me try it one more again. Let's try one more again. All right, stories. Boom. Okay, it says it's sharing. There we go. All right, we're gonna leave it up there on the screen, and we're gonna get on out of here. Okay. Yeah, Destiny's fan page promoting Martell going off. All right. After all these receipts that they put out there, that Melody's put out there of the things that's been done. All right. Talk about why she snapped off on your ass and did what she did in said video, because you stole $17,000 and bought that bitch a car with her money. Yeah, I would be snapping off too. You damn right. All right. But let's get on out of here, honey. And that's why the Lord ain't gave her no car yet. She ain't had a car in almost 6 years now. Imagine that. Okay. Imagine playing with the Lord and playing with somebody else's money. And you can't get no car in 6 years. Stupid ass. All right. But that's it, y'all. Thank you to my mods, Scorpion, Miss Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, KBR, and Tyra. Those are my top flight mods. Okay. And everybody else in the building, I see 539 watching. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me. Thank you to all of the content creators. You guys know who you are. Thank y'all for stopping by. All right. Right. No house and no car. Just a hot ass mess. Okay. But thank y'all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. You guys be blessed and rest well until the next video. Let's get the music up here. Bye. Need some upbeat. All right. Bye.